watching the show every single day.
Breakfast Club?
God damn it, the Breakfast Club.
Whip that ass up on the Breakfast Club.
Tell her, made it.
You can't say Breakfast Club with the business with the Breakfast Club. I don't think white people know how popular you guys are.
DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God.
Yeah, you guys really are like the hip hop early morning, late night talk show.
Y'all know what y'all talking about.
Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump day.
That's right.
Good morning. 2 more days till vacation, baby.
It's Wednesday, it's hump day, and our guest co-host
2 sleeps.
She want to be partying all night. You want to be
I was getting my
all in the
hair
video.
done.
They said you was at the holiday party last night.
I was.
Oh, so you
I
was
don't even
partying.
go here. That was at the holiday party.
You got your
I
hair
don't even
done?
go here.
I got my hair done last night, and I ain't leave the shop until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
So the swoop was on one side, now it's on the other
It's
side.
on the other side. You gotta
Okay.
like change the leave out because if not, you'll break your hair off.
Oh, got you.
You don't know anything about hair.
Yeah.
So you went to the holiday party.
I got 4
Yes.
daughters.
I'm talking about yourself.
Idiot.
I'm talking about for yourself, sir.
I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about a young woman's hair. That's why I said I knew the swoop was on one side and now the swoop was on the other side. You ain't even noticed that.
Yeah, you did
I
notice
did.
that.
That's right.
I
That's
did
right.
notice it because yesterday I could only see that eye, but now I can see both eyes.
Okay.
So how was the holiday party? Did you know about the holiday party, Charlamagne?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, yesterday was the company holiday party.
It was the iHeart holiday party.
I've been working there 14 years. I don't know nothing about no holiday party.
It was cool.
This guy here. So how was it though?
It was cool.
Just cool?
Why the hell was you at the holiday party? You don't work here?
I was in there. All the black people that like I've never met before kept coming up like, "Oh my God, hey, I've never met you.
It's
I
like
know everybody black.
eight
What
people?
do you do here?" I was like,
Who told you to go to the holiday party?
I got invited by the staff, by the team.
That don't even make no damn sense. Loren don't even work here.
I barely even go here. I kept saying that like, yo, I don't even go here.
How many black people did come up to you?
It was like 3. I met a girl in sales. She's fire. Her name is Amani.
Never heard of her.
She's new. She's been here 2 months.
Oh, okay.
I'll salute to Amani. Who else?
Hi, Amani. Good morning.
Did they play hip hop music?
Yeah, they played a little Sexy Red and Uzi. They got it in for us a little bit.
Did you record any of the white people saying the N-word? That's what we needed. When you go to holiday parties, people get drunk, make sure you record all the others if they're saying the N-word to rap songs. Use that for blackmail
They
purposes
didn't get
later.
that lit. Like, they didn't get that lit.
Oh,
Like,
wasn't that lit?
It was very controlled. That's why I kept saying, it's like, y'all are very controlled in here. My old job, they be turned.
I think I might have been to one iHeart holiday party years ago.
I went to 2. We went to one together.
We did?
Yeah, and then
I feel like I went to one.
we went one together, and then I went one by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to 2. Out of 15 years I've been here.
But you
was
know,
cool.
the way my anxiety is set up, I don't do too much of that type of stuff. I'm social anxiety.
The company culture was great last night.
Good.
Thanks
You
for
felt
having
safe.
me,
Safe
guys.
environment.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
No,
And he
yeah.
walked in and was like, "Where's your badge? You work here?" I
That's
was
what I'm
like,
saying. How y'all let people just infiltrate parties, iHeart? Y'all don't even know who work here and who don't. You don't even work here.
I'm like adjacent-ish.
She's like, I'm ish working here. Okay. All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. Partisan Fontaine will be joining us this morning.
And all of you people, I was looking at some comments yesterday on the Breakfast Club page, and people were like, "Yo, why y'all got Partisan Fontaine up there?" Number one, because he's an artist. He has a project out called Sex Tape, and this isn't Partisan Fontaine's first time on the Breakfast Club. I know a lot of y'all might have discovered him, because he was dating Megan Thee Stallion. But not only has Partisan Fontaine been a guest on the Breakfast Club, me and Partisan did a one-on-one conversation with me on Brilliant Idiots. I've been listening to Partisan Fontaine forever. It's like before he was even signed.
Party's a friend to the room before he was signed. We party, third time, fourth time up here?
Y'all got him up here because of what he said about Megan Thee Stallion. No, you got him up here because he got a project out.
People just
and he
sound
don't never
stupid.
put no music out. And I be on his ass about not putting music out. And, yes, that's why he's here.
Yeah, Partisan has been here a couple times. He's a friend to the room, and he has a
People
new
are
project
miserable.
out.
Yes, they are. And they think they know what they be talking about, but they have no idea.
No.
All right.
None whatsoever.
And also, former Senator Nina Turner will be joining us this morning as well.
That's right. Which I want to say, this is our first time up here, too.
We only have her up here because it's election season.
Okay. Cut it out.
She's been up here before as well.
That's right. She's got a new initiative, too, wearesomebody.org.
Yep.
That she's going to be talking about.
Okay. All right. Well, we got a couple of birthdays, all right? You got Taylor Swift's joint. Today's Taylor's birthday.
I know we not about to play no Taylor Swift on no
No, we ain't
Breakfast
got.
Club.
I was just joking. I
We
want to
ain't
see
gonna
if he
jump
had-
out the window and go that far.
You was covering her for like 3 weeks. You was a Swiftie, remember?
I don't know why you telling that lie.
You came in here and said Taylor Swift was the best thing to happen to the NFL. Now you don't remember?
That never happened, Lauren.
These
people heard you. These people heard you say that you love
No.
her white god.
No.
You
Damn.
said that. You said
See how that turned so fast?
You said Travis Kelce is the Nubian white king.
Oh, don't nobody care about
You said
that.
Travis Kelce was a Nubian white
You came in
king.
here and said
You said
Taylor
you want to have
Swift
little
was
Barack
the
Obamas
best-
with Travis Kelce.
the
You
best
said
thing
you want to
that
have his
happened
little
to
J.
the
Cole's.
NFL.
You said you want to have Travis Kelce, little J.
Yo.
Cole's. That's what you said.
Look, Loren, one thing I'm gonna teach you: never go to battle with a Unabomber. He don't care. He's just gonna go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Sometimes, shake it off.
Envy.
Just shake it off.
Shake it off.
Just shake it off.
Like your God, Taylor Swift, tells you to do. Shake it off.
All right, front page news is next. Leslie Figaro. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
tired today.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Here we go. Thought I was in the club for a minute.
Yo, I'm like,
Thought I was in the club for a
when
second.
he about to drop?
Here we go.
You play this positive ass record in the club?
Sure do. It's a dope record.
This one, like people first getting there, coat check.
Nah, they like this record. I don't play it in the strip club,
Listen,
but they
not
like
what
this
I want to
record.
hear. I would not want to hear all my life in the
heard
club.
this.
I like all my life. I love that record, but that's not a club record.
That
Yes,
would
it
make me
is.
put my hookah down.
I'm telling you, started contemplating life. Nobody want to hear that when you drunk on drugs.
Well, sir, you're not in the club anymore, sir. When's
That's
the last
right.
time you've been in the club?
I'm in the club and I don't know that.
Well, you're
When-
in Delaware. It's a little
Last
different.
time I was in
no,
the club.
come on now.
But let's get into some front page news. Loren LoRosa is here, ladies and gentlemen. What up, Tez?
Good morning, DJ Envy. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, Charlamagne the God.
Good
Peace,
morning.
Taz.
All right, let's start with Biden. Biden's giving away more money.
Yes, he is. Cashed out again. So far, over 100 billion has been sent to Ukraine thus far. And yesterday, President Biden announced another 200 million in pre-approved aid for Ukraine after President Zelensky's marathon of meeting in Washington. Take a listen. I'm going to give you some more information on the other side.
Tonight, with the war raging and a brutal winter fast approaching, Ukrainian President Zelensky is making an urgent plea to Congress and President Biden.
In Ukraine, we are fighting for our country and freedom.
The U.S. has already sent $111 billion in military and humanitarian aid to Ukraine since Russia's invasion began, but that money's running out. The Biden administration has been urging Congress to approve a new $106 billion package that includes roughly $60 billion for Ukraine, as well as support for Israel and money to strengthen the U.S.-Mexico border.
Well, Merry Christmas, Ukraine.
That's crazy.
And
Merry
a
Christmas,
Happy New
Ukraine.
Year.
We just find
Now-
this money.
Now, some Republicans want to overhaul immigration policies at the southern border before they sign off on this new money for Ukraine. Take a listen to what Republicans are saying about this.
Our first condition on any national security supplemental spending package is about our own national security first. The border is an absolute catastrophe, and this is because of the policies of this White House and this administration.
How much Ukraine
Now,
they
they
got
are-
now? How much money they got?
So far, it's been over 100 billion, and so
Jesus
Republicans are saying,
Christ.
yeah, they're saying they want to audit for the money that's already been spent. They also want to know the strategy on winning the war. If they're going to keep funding it, they want to know strategy on that. Now, they doubt this will be approved before this week, before they go on holiday break. So this debate will continue in January.
$100 billion. How much does it cost to take care of your ops? All right. I got some young homies, who will pull up in bubble coats and poo shiesty mask and handle that for way less. All right. Drop them off right in Ukraine.
They will get popped off the earth messing with them. But I'm kind of with Charlamagne. Like, how much does it take to knock off your ops? $100 billion? Then we doing
Thus
something wrong.
far.
We doing something wrong there. That's too much money. And then people always complaining about what we don't have when we talk about healthcare, or we talking about education, or we talking about all these things that
The homelessness.
America doesn't have. Homelessness. It's crazy.
What's frustrating me is people from Republican, Democrat, everybody's like, dang, that's a lot of money. And I don't like the talking point that if you disagree with that, you must be a right-wing conservative. That's just not true. People just, everyday Americans, I think, all agree, that there could be much more that could be done at home. And I don't think that's fair, because I know President Biden mentioned that yesterday, that Republicans don't want to see this money go because it helps Russia. And I get the politics of it all. But the everyday average American is looking at what they don't have. They're looking at how they're not feeling, this alleged good economy. And so, yeah, they feel a way about 100 billion going to another country. And
Yeah.
I think that's a fair assessment.
That's a very fair assessment. How do you look American people in the eye and tell them you can't afford to wipe out their student debt? You can't afford universal health care, but you got an unlimited dollar amount for war?
How does that help as approval
Hey.
rating? That has to sink his approval rating even more.
Or what did Pac say, Charlamagne?
They got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
That's right.
I don't know. Maybe he getting votes from Ukraine. I don't know. Maybe Ukraine voting in the next election. I don't know.
Somebody said he must got a sex tape or something on Joe Biden because he able to just get an unlimited amount of money, with no questions asked. So we'll see. Congress still has to approve it, just for clarity. Republicans are pretty, clear on what they want to stop. So we'll see. They're worried about their wall. So
that would be crazy if a video came out of Joe Biden sniffing Zelensky's hair. Now he's like, now we get it. Now we understand.
You said a Joe Biden sex tape. I threw up in my mouth. I'm like,
they just people in the comments are just trying to figure out. They trying to make the math mad. They like, we have a sex tape. Like what's going on? Zelensky need to get on TikTok. Need to start a business or something because they said we just ain't got it. That's what the average American's saying.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Get it up. This is your time to get it off your chest. Keep calling. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hey, Mike, what's up?
Well, this is Uber Mike, Breakfast Club. Good morning to y'all.
Uber Mike, what's up? Get it off your chest, brother.
How y'all doing? First, I wanted to say I want to thank y'all for 14 years of hard service. You guys have inspired me to start a podcast, an Uber driver. It's called More Than Just a Driver on Spotify.
That'd be dope. It'd be dope if you could actually do the interview in the car with people. Yes, it would. It would be dope.
I refuse.
While he's driving
to be
around, he's
about
talking
that.
to people, and the camera's filming him while he's driving around. That'd be dope.
I don't want to inspire people in that way.
Why?
I want to inspire you to go to therapy. You know what I'm saying? I want to inspire you to do some things, but not start a
Charlamagne,
podcast.
missing the point. There's a lot of stories out here, Charlamagne. We have up to 40,000 rides, man. So we got stuff to talk about.
So it's like taxi cab confessions?
I love it.
No, so it's everything. It's stories, what people have gone through. It's a whole bunch of things, man. We got literally the eyes and ears of the streets.
Are you making these people sign waivers that they agree to be on camera?
No, we're not interviewing people. We're talking to insurance agents, the ports, the ports that have insurance when you're driving. A whole bunch of things that people are missing. And then your ratings as a passenger, why sometimes it takes you a long time to get a ride, all those things.
Yeah, but are you making these people sign waivers? Are they allowing you to...
I'm not interviewing people. I'm not interviewing people.
I'm confused.
You confused?
Yeah. So what are you doing if you're not interviewing people?
We're talking about like insurance. We're talking about what drivers go through. What drive.
So he's not calling an interview. He's calling a conversation.
So are you talking?
Yes.
Are you talking to these people, sir?
Yes, he is.
No, we're not talking to people, Charlamagne. We are talking to us, like fellow drivers.
Oh, the drivers are talking amongst each other.
Okay.
Yes. And last thing, before I go, I want to wish you guys a happy holidays.
Thank you, sir.
And then whoever you guys make, if you're a third person or whatever, they have to pass the Slander the Breakfast Club segment.
That's impossible.
It's not. How's that impossible, Charlamagne?
I think anybody up here can slander the Breakfast Club pretty easy,
it's
honestly.
Impossible. It's impossible.
What's that?
No, I'm just saying, whoever y'all...
Look at Loren. Loren's like, what's that? She's ready for that.
Would you like to find out, Loren?
No, I don't. Anything you smile about, I don't want to be invited to.
I want to do this. So we had
I trust you, MB.
We had a segment called Slander the Breakfast Club where people can call up and slander the Breakfast Club.
Say whatever they don't like
about the Breakfast Club, they can do it.
I used to do that at my old job.
So they would have to call up and be able to slander you, and you'd have to be able to take it.
We used to call it hate mail. Okay, that's like a...
No.
The way you laughed about it.
That Breakfast Club audience different.
Yeah, that Breakfast Club
I know.
Okay.
It happened. It's in the comments.
Okay.
No, they different. They're different. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Ray.
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now here and tell you what it is.
We live.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Tracy.
Hey, Tracy. Good morning. Get it off your chest, mama.
Good morning. I don't have anything to get off my chest. I just wanted to say I love the Breakfast Club and good morning.
Oh, thank you. We
Love you
appreciate
back,
you
mama.
so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, it's Morgan.
Hey, Morgan. Get it off your chest.
Man, last night at work, I work at a hotel and they had a conference for flat earth people. Now, real quick, I was in the military for 10 years, 2004 to 2014. Drove submarines for the Navy. I want everybody that's listening to me to hear me clear. The world is not flat. I've been around the world 6 times. I never fell off once. Also, space is real. I've seen Tomahawk missiles go into space, go around the world, come back down. Also, we're sending $100 billion overseas because of strategic tactics. We cannot let them take over certain areas, because if they do, in the long term, it's going to affect America. So I know it sucks, and I wish I had an answer for homeless people and why we always spending all that money. But we got to protect overseas, because if they get that oil, they get that gas, it's a wrap. I just want to, man, the word ain't flat, man. Just stop it.
Yeah, you're not wrong about nothing you said, and it's a damn shame that those things had to be said. It's a damn shame that in 2023, almost 2024, you have to tell people that the world is not flat.
Have you ever had a conversation with a flat earth person in real life?
I don't talk to flat earth niggas.
It's like so serious what they believe.
I don't talk. I got a couple of flat earth niggas in my life who I love genuinely and dearly. You know what I'm saying? And I don't judge them for what they believe. But if they weren't my family, I wouldn't talk to them. I don't talk to flat earth.
Hello, who's this?
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
Good morning, Kia.
Hey, Kia, get it off your chest.
So I just felt like I needed to release this. Like, I moved down here to Atlanta in January, relocated from Philly to start my catering business or to expand my catering business because it was kind of booming a little bit in Philly. And I just felt like since me, my spouse, and my youngest son came down here, it has been a struggle. I feel like we've been here with everything under the sun. My mother-in-law was dropped off to us one weekend for a visit. She's been there since July. It's been really, really difficult. And I deal with mental health. I had my first mental breakdown a couple weeks ago. So it's just really hard. But I feel like things are slowly starting to turn around. Yeah, just needed to release it.
What are you doing in regards to your mental health, Queen? You got a therapist? You got somebody to talk to?
Yeah, so I had I don't have anybody down here, but I had a situation because I've been suicidal too. And I ended up going to a behavioral health therapist. It was like for like 3 months straight, Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Like it was a full-time job. So what ended up happening was because I still had that paperwork and a binder on the what to do when I had those episodes or I feel overwhelmed or stressed, they give me steps to take, and that helped a lot.
Well, that's the most important thing. That's what I'm happy to hear about. I'm happy to hear that you are, taking the steps necessary to keep your mental health together, because that's the most important thing. Everything else will fall into place. But if you lose, if you lose that, you lose it all.
Yeah, and that's what I had to tell myself. It was a reality check. Because it was a feeling I never want to feel again. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Love, Queen.
All right, thank you so much.
Have a good one.
And everybody protect yourself during the holiday season, man. Holiday depression is very, 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 very real. So if you're a person, who deals with bouts of depression, you're going to probably feel those waves throughout the holidays, man. So just do what you can to protect your peace during the holiday season.
There you go. All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. We got rumors on the way, Loren?
Yes, we do. We are going to be saying a rest in peace to Andre Braugher, amongst some other stuff. Wu-Tang has a Las Vegas residency as well, so we got some good stuff coming.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Happy holidays. Loren LoRosa is here, our guest co-host. And reminding you guys that when you see the elves move every day. That we're talking about the elves on the shelf. And if you don't know, elves on the shelf are little elves that Santa sends out, and he
Santa's not real.
He watches your kids and makes sure that your kids are doing what's right.
Why would I tell the truth?
Lauren.
Why would I tell the truth?
For all the kids that are listening, please don't listen to the Grinch.
There's not parents. Parents don't lie majority of parents don't lie to their kids anymore about Santa Claus. Times are too hard.
So yes,
to be giving credit to a fat white man.
The elves on the show.
My Santa was black.
Yes. So good morning to all the parents out there, and happy holidays. And hopefully Santa brings you everything you want. Let's get to the rumors.
And that right there.
Loren LoRosa. So I've been here for a little bit. I've been here for a minute.
This is the Rumor Report.
I think a lot of people will recognize the voice and the name.
On The Breakfast Club.
Loren came in hot.
I came in telling the truth.
There's nothing more cruel than telling a bunch of poor and disenfranchised kids, write out a list and Santa will bring you everything you want. And then you write out the list and don't get nothing you want.
Go ahead, Loren. Don't do it. Just go ahead.
Okay.
It's a scam. Santa Claus is a scam.
Go ahead,
Andre
Loren.
Braugher. So we are
keep pushing it.
I said, go ahead, Loren. Loren, just go. Don't just ignore him.
How do you do this? For 14 year demon time is a person.
Is it Crumptus? He's Crumptus. He's the Grinch. Just go. Just go. Remember, he grew up 7-Day Adventist. Just go.
Oh,
no,
well.
Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you have no attachment to holidays anyway, so.
I keep lying to people, though, but continue.
That's where your Grinchness comes from. So, Andre Braugher, famous for his work on Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Homicide: Life on the Streets, passed away. He died on Monday due to a brief illness. His rep put out a statement. A lot of people just came out and, were just talking about how great of an actor he was, how prominent some of his roles were. So sad to see him go, but he definitely had a really, really big career. I feel like a lot of people didn't talk about him enough, honestly. But he had a really big career, so all of the shout outs were pouring out online with people sending their well wishes to his family and just saying rest in peace.
Rest in peace to that brother, man. Yes. 61 is way too young to go, but rest in peace to that brother.
It is. Now moving on, Wu-Tang announced that they are going to be doing a Las Vegas residency during the time of the Super Bowl. Y'all excited?
Come on, man. Wu-Tang for life.
Dope.
What are you talking about? Wu-Tang forever.
But is it all members, though? All members will be there? And how many days a week? Because you got Meth who's acting. So I don't know if he can be there all the time. Riz is doing so much. Is it going to be all members of
I'm
Wu-Tang?
sure that if they're doing a Las Vegas residency, that whoever paid for that Las Vegas residency paid for Wu-Tang. I'm sure those brothers are putting that time aside to go do that residency.
Yeah.
Because it's only for a couple of weekends.
Yeah, so the way that they're going to do it is it's going to happen Super Bowl weekend. So they'll be performing February 9th and 10th. And then they'll be returning for a weekend during March Madness. And a lot of times with the Vegas residencies, they do it this way. It's kind of like a test. A test to see if it'll work. But I feel like Las Vegas residencies are it's like such a goal to have as an artist. So I love to see Wu-Tang there now.
I think that'll be dope. I mean, Super Bowl weekend in Vegas is going to be difficult because people, it's so much to do that weekend, but I would definitely go see Wu-Tang.
The perception of Las Vegas residencies has changed over the years because there was a time when people thought if you had a Las Vegas residency, you were washed up. That's why that clip of Usher from 20 years ago when the guy is telling Usher, please promise me you'll never do a Las Vegas residency, because the perception of Las Vegas residencies used to be like once you get to Vegas, it's over for you. But that is not the case.
Not anymore, no.
Not at all.
It's actually because there's so many artists that speak out about how, like with Usher, he talks about how he gets to like actually be more intimate with his fans from all over, because you're in one place, so they can come and see you. They don't got to run behind you.
And since we're talking about what the uncles and aunties love, not only does Wu-Tang have a residency, Jodeci has a Las Vegas residency starting in March.
Yeah, Jodeci.
And New Edition has a Las Vegas residency this year. Needless to say, I'll be spending a lot of time in Vegas.
Yeah, we both. But I love it too, and I think Usher opened that up for a lot of these artists, giving them a shot and giving them a chance. Him selling out every night,
and people seeing how successful it was. Absolutely. Even though Usher is a different. Let's be clear, Usher's a different level, because Usher was mainstream, big superstar way before. Yeah, so that's different.
So is New Edition.
But all of those guys can do it.
Yeah,
all of those guys can sell out.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. So is New Edition though. New Edition is sold out arenas, but on their own.
Arenas?
Yes.
They had a whole tour. Remember
tour.
Bobby Brown
Arena
had to
tour.
sit out the last couple dates?
Yes.
Those are arenas?
Yes.
People, those acts from that time.
Those are arenas.
They did like the Barclays. They did the Garden. Those arenas. They didn't do outdoor arenas like Ed Sheeran and Beyonce, but they still did arenas.
I don't know. New Edition is big though, but Usher was a different level. Usher sold 10 million records, bro. One album. like knock it off. Stop. You know what I mean?
You can get my Googles on.
Yeah, I don't know why you got to Google that.
You be telling me
I love New Edition, but Usher was a different level.
You be telling me not to do it with him, and then you do it.
I just don't even know why we're even having this conversation. I love New Edition. New Edition is cultural icons, but Usher's a different level. Come on, stop. It's not even something to Google. Stop.
Touche.
You Googled it and you saw it was right.
I just all I did was Google New Edition and it says sold over more than 20 million. I was like,
I don't know why we doing this.
All right, you're right. I said you was right. That's your problem. When I say you're right, just stop. I said touche.
I don't need you to say I'm right, especially when I know it.
See?
Well, that Wu-Tang Vegas residency will be at the Virgin Hotel Theater. So make sure y'all go out, get your tickets, support them. It is important to support them for sure, so we can see more of this. I'm gonna go to that.
Damn. And you ain't gonna know no words.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Envy, where are we going?
I just want to tell you, just people. Usher has sold more than 23 million albums in the United States alone, and over 65 million albums worldwide.
You did. He didn't need the.
I'm just telling people because people are listening.
He bigs up himself enough.
And New Edition has sold over 20 million records worldwide.
I think Usher's done more than that, but I digress. Usher got 9 number 1 hits.
I said you won.
Oh, okay.
You
got the problem. I know. All right. Well, that is your rumor report. When we come back, we got front page news. Tesla and Figaro will be joining us, and then Party Fontaine will be joining us. His EP Sex Tape is out right now. So
Usher did 80 million records worldwide, but never mind. Don't worry about it. Just want to throw that out there. Nothing.
Do you get like this close to every holiday?
Saying he's one of the
grumpy?
biggest selling music artists of all time. I'm just putting that out there. But continue. Let's go to commercial.
How many times you got to tell him that he was right?
He said 20 million. That was a 10. Let's go to commercial.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here, and let's get in some front page news. And let me salute to our sister Tesla Figaro. This is 9 months she's been doing the Breakfast Club consistently.
Oh, wow.
You haven't missed a day.
Every day.
Even when you're on vacation, when you're on a boat, on a cruise ship, you did it. So we appreciate you. And I love the sexy red hair.
Oh, thank you. Not just I'm pleased on associating with sexy red.
Sexy red hair. Well, let's get in some front page news. Now, let's talk about this CNN town hall.
Yes, thank you so much, Envy. Good morning, everybody. Last night, CNN hosted a town hall with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. I like town halls because it gives you an opportunity to really kind of get into the policy. You know, when there's debates, there's more arguing back and forth, but they did get a chance to go over some policies. And I'm going to give you a couple of highlights from it. Now, he started off talking about how Florida was the #1 economy in America. Let's take a listen.
If you look at what we've done in Florida, our economy is ranked #1 of all 50 states. We've boomed like we've never have, even in the face of all the inflation and the interest rates, which we have to obviously struggle with too. But our unemployment rate is 60% lower than states like California, which are peer states. I'd also say this. I think the first 3 years of the Trump administration, the economy is better than it has been. But that last year with COVID, I think was mishandled dramatically. Shutting down the country was a huge mistake.
He was asked if all of his opponents should get together and go against Trump. One of the voters stood up and said, hey, why don't you guys just all come together, support everybody to bring down Trump? This is what he's had to say with his answer.
I'm the only one running that can beat Trump one-on-one. Why? Because the other candidates cannot get enough support from core Republicans and traditional conservatives to be able to go. You can't just win with a slice of the party. You got to have broad support. We'll be able to do that going forward.
Now, he was also asked about sending money to Ukraine. We talked about it in the first hour, you know, how a lot of folks feel a way about that. And he wanted to point out how important the border crisis is. Take a listen to that.
From a national security perspective, that open border threatens our country. We have people from all over the world that have gone in there. And so I think what these Republicans are saying is, let's get this done. And Biden's going to have to compromise on that. And he's not willing to do it. Like, as president, I'll do the border on day one. Day one, we're going to declare it a national emergency. I'm sending the military to the southern border. We're going to stop the invasion. When people are here illegally, they have to be sent back.
I should be more interested in the town halls that these networks are doing, because I see that CNN did Ron DeSantis and they're about to do a Vivek Ramaswamy next. But I just don't be caring because I know that none of these people stand a chance in hell of being the Republican nominee. I would watch Nikki Haley's town hall. I think she already did one though.
Yeah. Well, I think it's good for me. You know, I want people to understand like the power that governors have. But I know, you know, I definitely hear your point, Charlamagne, but just even outside of that, like how a lot of people just don't understand how state government works. So I think it's a good, you know, opportunity for people to learn, but you're right. There's probably no chance in hell on beating Donald Trump, but good information. I did want to point this last one out on, he pointed out the difference between him and Donald Trump on abortion. Take a listen to that.
One thing in this race that I think is important to point out is Donald Trump flip-flopping on the right to life. So if you look in January of 2020 when he was president, he stood in the March for Life, and he gave a speech. And if you read that speech, he said that all life is a gift from God. He compared the unborn child in the mother's womb to being the image of God. He said it was important that we had protections in law. And that's what he was saying in January of 2020. Now, he has attacked states that have enacted protections like heartbeat bills as being a terrible, terrible thing. So how do you square that March for Life speech with now trashing states that have advanced protections that he claimed to cover? Was he not being honest in January of 2020?
Who was he talking about?
Donald Trump.
Oh, okay.
So he disagrees. He says he has a chance to win Iowa. He's visited every single county in Iowa. The caucus is coming up January 15th. He said the voters decide, not the polls.
Hey, Ron, I'm not even gambling. I'm not even a gambling man, and I bet you don't win Iowa. That ain't happening for you, buddy.
No.
Okay? I am going to watch Vivek Ramaswamy tonight, though, but the reason I want to watch that is because Abby Phillips is moderating, so, that should be that should be interesting.
Shout out to Abby. Yeah, so that comes again on tonight.
I'm pretty sure Abby going to press Vivek about some things. So even though she's fair, but I think that'll be interesting.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Thank you, Tiz.
And make sure you follow Tesla Figaro on all social media platforms and subscribe to Tesla Figaro's podcast, the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network.
All right. Now, when we come back, Party will be joining us. All right, Partisan Fontaine. So don't move. His album, or EP, I should say, Sex Tape, is out right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren, LoRosa, our special guest host, is here. And we got a special guest in the building.
My good brother, Partisan Fontaine.
Party's here. Party.
Thank y'all for having me. It's good to be back.
How you feeling this morning, man? You put out Sex Tape.
Yeah.
I'm always on you about putting music out. You never do. You finally give us this, I guess you call it an EP, Sex Tape.
Yeah.
And it feels like at least the first half of it is about you being brokenhearted. It feels like that.
So it feels.
What inspired that?
It's really like it's a bunch of records that I've made over time, you know what I'm saying, and just put together. That was our whole process of just wanting to get something out. And I've been trying to perfect it and waiting for the right time and all of this. So we kind of was like, yo, this is what we got. We going with this. Timing is just a God's thing, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But
I don't believe that these songs were just songs you had sitting around. Show Me Love, you been sitting on?
I had that for, I got a video for it. So I can show you the dates of the video. But like I said, these are all things I've felt at a time. So they are real songs and they are real to me.
How are you doing though? How are you doing, brother?
I feel all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be in a space where I am releasing music, you know what I'm saying? Being creative and just putting myself out to the world again.
Why is that? Why are you afraid to put out music? Because you are a very dope artist. I've been rocking with Party for a long time before you even had a deal or anything. Why are you afraid to put out music?
I don't know exactly what I can attribute it to. I don't know if I say afraid, but it's just like I'm a bit of a perfectionist. You know what I'm saying? I like to tweak and care. Even this project right now, like we at the 11th hour and I'm still making changes and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like that's just part of my process. But I had to really force myself to do it. I'm an overthinker of a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I've been the receiver of scrutiny on several things. So I'm like,
I feel like you were less gun shy before you had a deal.
Absolutely, I had nothing to lose.
Yeah, you know had to put it out.
I had to get a deal. I had to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I gotta make something. And this was just me expressing myself. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, at this level, expressing yourself can get you ridiculed. Can get you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, why you say that? You know what I mean? So it's a little different of a creative process sometimes.
Does this make it difficult for you? Because you've released projects before, and usually when you do interview is in this album you're more emotional. You're talking about feelings. So is it difficult for you to do interviews now and to talk about feelings, especially where you came from and how you came up in this industry?
I'm happy that I'm having to get comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely a thing that's new to me. Expressing vulnerability, how I'm really feeling. You know what I'm saying? I like to play quiet. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't share too much of my personal life, even on social media. Like you know what I mean? I don't do too much. I don't even promote my own a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying? I just like, yo, here go the music. Y'all tell me what y'all think. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to get comfortable with just being more out there and expressing myself and telling people how I feel. And
is it imposter syndrome? Because the first project that put me on to you was not supposed to be here.
That's tough. That's what out there is.
So what did that title mean then, and what does it mean to you now when you hear that?
I still think it stands the same. You know what I mean? At that time in my life, not supposed to be here. I was in the hood. I felt like I was so talented. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, there's no way all this talent, all this music, all this drive, I'm supposed to be in the hood. And I felt like it rang true, not just for me, but for everybody that was in Newburgh. Like, you know what I'm saying? And in that area of upstate New York, I felt like, yo, I know that's nice at ball that's not getting that same look. You know what I'm saying? I know other that can do this and that in the third, and we just wasn't getting our look. So I just felt like there was no way I was supposed to be stuck in that position. So that was the name of it.
And you was right then, but I'm talking about like even now. Do you feel like you're not supposed to be here? Is there some type of imposter syndrome? You done made a lot of money writing for people, stuff like that?
I feel like I am supposed to be here, but I feel like I'm not one that always boast myself up. Like, I did this, I did that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always been the person of let somebody else do it. Like, you know, like let them tell your accolades. Let them like, yo, nah, you come up here. You know what I mean? Like, so I've never been one to like just boast myself to the forefront or take that. So I guess if that's in that imposter syndrome lane, maybe. But
you got a lot of plaques. You wrote a lot.
A lot of plaques. Yeah. Yo, that's why I'm back to pop my shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's like, if not, who gonna pop shit for you but you? You know what I'm saying? So it's like now just being more true to myself is like, damn, did accomplish a lot. And now I feel the need to, because now I see people act like I don't got this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? We never did this. We never did it. I'm out here. I've been out here. I'm great at what I do. You know what I'm saying? I do it well. So I feel like now is the time I really got to just show that and talk about it.
You wrote all the hits. I remember when Party posted Be Careful before we heard Cardi on it.
Yeah.
So it's him rapping those verses sounding crazy.
First off, she heard the song and she was like, I need this. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking this. And she did her thing to it, flipped it around, all of that. But at the time that song was, I'm like writing it from the perspective of a girl for me, and my verse was gonna be like my response, but you know, she took it and made it like multi-million-dollar hit. But
it's crazy because as a woman who's listening to your music, a lot of times I feel like I hear you telling like women, I'm a gem, don't lose me, I'm here for you. But in real life, you're saying that you don't even feel that way about a lot of your accomplishments. Like, why? Is it like a whole different person when you're the artist Party versus in person?
Tell your side of the story. You get to be yourself. You know what I'm saying, and put out to the universe what you need to. Right. Like, and I'm a person that likes to let my work speak for myself. You know what I'm saying, speak for itself. So if I'm braggadocious in music, I get to be chill in person. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean.
I was gonna ask, do you want to be an artist or do you prefer to write behind the scenes?
No, listen, I've never ever. I told this before. I've never ever intended to be a writer. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't consider myself a writer to this day. Like, I've really just helped out people I like or people that I'm friends with. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm in the studio with people all day cooking up records like, yo, this is for such and that's not me. I'm making music for myself most of the time. And if there's somebody that I respect or somebody that just wants my taste, my opinion on something, I feel like that's more the lane it is. It's like, nah, this got good taste. His beat selection is impeccable. He's witty. You know what I'm saying? So people want that around when they create and they so I'll be happy to help when it's somebody I like.
I remember being somewhere with Kanye, and Kanye was like, man, yo, man, that Cardi line, man, when she said I'm about to run out of Gucci. I'm too many hangers. I forgot what was the line.
I gotta stay out of Gucci. I'm finna run out of hangers.
Yeah, and he was like, yo, I need to work with Party. I thought he was talking about Party next door. It didn't dawn on me he was talking about Party.
And that's your man.
Like,
you see how your man does you?
Yeah.
But
you see how your man does you? He thought at this time, he like, I know that nigga. You know that nigga?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
so you ended up in Wisconsin.
Absolutely, yeah.
Writing for Kanye then?
Yeah. We put some together out there too.
So it was Kanye, Cardi, who else?
Beyonce.
Oh, you wrote for Beyonce?
Yeah,
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. So it's like when people like, you're a writer, and I say I don't just be out here just writing for anybody. It's like, look who I work with type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to just be out here just
on the Renaissance album.
No, something else. But
had to come out.
Anytime.
He's like, you asking too many questions, my nigga.
Bro. Anytime you get to work with Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? I love that opportunity. I was so glad that she even, considered my taste and my opinion on putting something together. So
how did that call come in?
Oh, hey, Beyonce wants to do something. You got any ideas for this?
Who called your phone, bro? Was it Hove? Was it B?
And it was one of those things where I'm like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, whatever.
Like, stop playing on my phone.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? But then I heard the instrument. I'm like, nah, this could be something. This is probably going to materialize into something.
Do you drop everything and run right to the studio?
I think I did. You know what I'm saying? I was in the crib, And when I got the call, so I did. I started it right away.
Are you allowed to talk about this?
What I'm talking about right now?
Yeah.
I think so. I ain't getting no letters or nothing like this.
Is it out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it came out.
Yeah,
Okay. I was just thinking maybe another Houston hottie could block it now, just in case. I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know.
All right, we got more with Partisan Fontaine. When we come back, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Partisan Fontaine. Charlamagne?
Now, on Show Me Love, you say putting ointment on scars that you got way before me.
Mm-hmm.
Powerful line. Talk to me about that line.
When you get into relationships with some people, like sometimes there are things they've been through that are traumatic to them, like and you gotta kind of maneuver around that, like sore spots, sensitive spots. You try to show them that those things are not issues for you, or you try to just help them heal through those things. So,
can you help somebody heal if you're not yourself on a journey of healing?
If you're not yourself healed?
Yeah, healed or on a journey of healing.
I mean, I feel like that's a common mistake that people try to make. You know what I'm saying? Trying to heal somebody, trying to fix somebody. You know what I mean? It's a common thing that we try. But I think as people, we just try to help others along on our journeys at whatever spot they are.
That's why I hear on a lot of these songs, especially on like Run, 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 you said you're not ready for love.
Mm-hmm.
And so it made me think, well, damn, if Party not on a journey of healing, if he's not ready for love, how can he be mad at a woman who's not ready yet?
I mean, at that time, it was like, damn, I'm not ready for love. Maybe I just been through something that now makes me unable to be ready to give the love that I know I can, or love at my highest potential. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that was that message at that time. So
now you did the record, The Person.
I did.
What made you release that record? Why did you feel like you had to do that record?
I just felt like I wanted to give some context to the things that have been put out about myself. I felt like that was just necessary.
Was that really about you when she said she caught her man getting in her bed? Was that about you? I didn't know if that was about you or she was just rapping.
It's a loose interpretation of events.
Make it tight for us. Like, we want to understand. Because when you say you walked into your man getting hit in the bed, I'm envisioning her.
That sounds very specific.
Yeah,
right?
I'm envisioning her walking in and going off on Shorty.
And this is why I was like, this is absolutely not the case, and that's why I felt like a record like The Person needed to happen.
So you want to clear of how you feel like the social media and the industry was looking at you at one time.
Just everything. With that one line, a lot of people are like, oh, it's one line. That one line like made people not want to interview me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, this is prior to me saying anything, making any song. I'm like, oh, nah, he's this, he's that. You know what I'm saying? I've never, y'all know me for a long time. I've never been a bad person, never been painted any type of way in the media at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that one, it hurt me personally, and then two, it like tarnished my image. It tarnished my, you know what I'm saying? Tarnished who I was as a person.
One line that you did say that I think all men out there felt was when you said you found out a lot of stuff that was going on through social media. So how did y'all deal with that? Because even during that time, y'all still stayed strong. So how did y'all deal with that? Because it has to be hard to find out something about your partner or anybody on social and not face to face. You know what I mean?
I mean, when you with somebody you love, you find a lot of endurance. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go through things.
Yeah, I mean, on Sexy and Conceited, you said a girl could stab you and you wouldn't leave. So if someone can do something like that, then why would
if that's the type of time we on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in toxic relationships. It's like, you know what I'm saying? If we bonding, we bonding. Whatever, but
trauma bonding.
What's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
So my point by saying that is, if somebody, and I know you was just exaggerating when you say somebody could stab you and you wouldn't leave, but basically you're saying you're willing to make things work through
thick and thin.
I'm saying we like that, then we like that, yeah.
So you could make, even if you did hear about her and other people, speaking of Megan, you could work through that, right? If you love her.
I don't think there's ever been a issue about who she's been with or any partner. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's something for people to judge, like, who you've been with. But I think something to be judged is honesty. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. In a relationship, I think that's something to be judged.
And that's the one thing that was surprising, because you don't speak much on social media, right? It's all about the music. So at one time you was ready to go to war, right? Ready to knuckle up with whoever it was, and because you believed something. And then you found out that what you believed wasn't the truth. So how was that dealt with? Because you were ready to fight whoever, right? As you should. Your girl, your fiance, somebody you was thinking about. You said you were going to pick out a ring. And
it sound like you listened to the song. Like,
I listened to the album.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I like that. I like that, and I appreciate that, because I feel like when I see a lot of comments or I get a lot of questions, I'm like, yo, did you listen to this? Like, you know what I'm saying? I've said, I spoke my piece. I said this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been one to come in and address a bunch of stuff, especially not anything this personal, this serious to me on, you know what I'm saying, in this type. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's not my body, you know what I'm saying? I barely talk about my own music, which I want people to hear.
You barely put out music.
Shut up, man.
It takes him a long time to put out goddamn music.
I guess
but we here. Sex tape is out now. Make sure y'all go listen to that.
And I mean, sex tape just brings more questions.
Why that name?
Huh?
Why that name?
I don't know. Sex is one of my topics that I go to often. You know what I'm saying? It's especially in the music.
There's a lot of things you can do with the word sex, though. And then, I mean, you know, right now, everybody's having a conversation about you, Meg, Tory Lanez, and then you drop something, you name it sex tape. People, I feel like a lot of people look at this as like you're leaning into what's happening or what's the conversation is.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't.
If you leaning in, it's fine.
But I promise you, I had my title picked, and I thought, I'm like, yo, boom, all right, let's just drop off the S because, you know what I'm saying, it might be too raunchy, too explicit, boom. But now it's X tape. Oh, now it's definitely about such and such.
You was gonna go X tape?
That was my abbreviation.
Bro, you need a group chat that, like, to be honest with you.
But listen, and now it's sex tape. And that's still a problem. You know what I mean? So I couldn't avoid it either way. You know what I'm saying?
It's supposed to be X tape.
No, it's supposed to be sex tape.
Lord have mercy.
It's supposed to be sex tape.
On That's Cute, you say Alfredo and mistakes, the only thing hoes know how to make.
Yes,
tough line.
First of all, I feel like if they can do Alfredo, they can do spaghetti, baked chicken. They can do a couple basic.
That's all the same, family.
Girl, don't do that.
It's all pasta.
It's all pasta.
But then the mistakes part.
If you ask them to make something, you could, you know what I'm saying? And if she one level up, she gonna throw in the salmon. You know what I'm saying? She might make a little salmon. Yeah,
medium.
Testing in the air fryer, no?
I know.
Oh, wow.
And then on another part, you say, I love you, girl, like Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate don't really love these women.
You don't?
No.
I don't know. The interview I saw, he was talking about how you love, you know what I'm saying? He wanted a woman and all that. I thought he was, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about Andrew Tate, the online...
Yes,
like,
that's on That's Cute.
How did you...
100 millionaire, billionaire, that guy.
Party. I'm starting to feel like there's a little bit of like, you know what you're doing.
What?
Because ain't no way you thought that man loved women.
You think Andrew Tate don't love women?
He has some serious issues on how he shows it and how he speaks on it.
I don't know everything my man doing in his life. The interview that I saw, I'm like, nah, love women. I understand that. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the studio, make a line, it was a line.
Now the clip that went viral.
You know, it's people that'll say online, run from men who like Andrew Tate. That's what women say.
Did I ever say I like Andrew Tate? I just said, you know what I'm saying?
You said, I love you, girl, like Andrew Tate.
I put Andrew Tate in the Google. You want to know the first 3 things that came out?
Oh, he said his name just rhymes.
They talked about his trafficking case.
Jesus Christ.
Loren,
I'm just saying.
You just said it just rhymes. You just said it just rhymes.
Let me circle back. Let me circle back. Yo, why are you scared to put out music? This is why.
So partisan. You're the rap Andrew Tate.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? This is why I am scared to put out music. But now, like, my stream of consciousness, now I have to go back and be like, I can't do, you know what I'm saying?
Like, boom. With a line that make sense.
Like, just rhyme with plate. That's it.
The next line is CBS will be open late. Like, what does that have to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, I had nothing to do. I was trying to bang this shit out. Get this song
why you in
done.
CBS? What you buying in CBS?
See, you know what I'm saying? But boom, that's artistic, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can. I don't know. I'm just bro. Don't read it too much into me. I'm just a jokester.
All right, well, don't move. We got more with Partisan Fontaine. When we come back, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here, our guest host. And we're still kicking it with Partisan Fontaine. His album or his EP sex tape is out right now. Charlamagne?
Do you feel like you rushed to put this project out just because, to your point, you don't like people talking about you? So when you put out the record about Meg, it was so much backlash. You was like, man, let me change the conversation a little bit.
Nah, this project was coming. It was already slated and date. You know what I'm saying? It was already coming, and it just timing was that the person song took time away from me prepping the project. You know what I'm saying? That was just a one-off. It's not on the project.
Why is it not on there?
Because it wasn't for that. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted this to be like, yo, I'm about to capitalize on this. I just felt like I needed to put it out there so people could hear me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want it to be the talking point of my creativity. I didn't want, like, you know what I'm saying? That's a side note. I had to do that for myself. but this is what I want y'all to focus on. This is what is important to me.
So what happened? Why did y'all break up?
Yeah.
I mean, because he's never like directly answered the question.
Why did we break up? There's a laundry list of reasons that could have caused us to be apart.
And I don't want you to give any of them because you still love that young lady.
That was my next question. Because on your project, it sounds like on the person, it sounds like you still love her.
You do.
You definitely love her.
Absolutely.
Listen, I'm a person that believes love doesn't go away. It changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've always, and that's another thing I've stated. Like, I always want well for her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a person that wants bad for her. I'm not out here calling her all types of such and such. I've never even discussed some of the things on that song with my closest friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when the song came, people's like, yo.
Do it the ring. Because you said that you picked out a ring from Greg.
First of all.
Salute to Greg. That's our guy.
He didn't say he bought it. He just said he picked it out. We don't know if he actually got the ring.
Did you buy it? Hold on. Did you buy it or did you pick it up?
The money has been allotted for something different now.
But you said she lied to you about something. What did she lie about? What you was talking about earlier? Because when you buy a ring and you're about to propose, right? So you found out she lied about something, and that made you change your mind.
I felt like it made me definitely have to second guess where we was at. You know what I mean? At that time, like it did damage. You know what I'm saying? Like internal. I don't know if it made us break apart, but it was just like it definitely took a blow to me.
Could you love again? Could you trust a woman
love again? Absolutely. I think I'm open to loving. Yes. Absolutely.
Do you tell every girl you love them? Are you that guy? Are you the guy that you my girlfriend? Are you that guy?
Absolutely not. It's hard for me to like really like vibe consistently with a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not that I love you to every. No, it's not me. It's not me at all.
Are you a person that has to wear the pants in the relationship? Because you got feminist tattooed across you, but on the I forgot what record it is on the album. You said only one in this relationship, and I got it. First of all, pause. Okay. Second of all, what does that mean? You said that. How you laughing at what you said?
That's a good line. You can either cry about it or you can whine upon it. You know what I'm saying? This is it's a good line.
It's the one pun.
What does that mean for you though?
It's just like
because that sounds like very much I'm the man. What I say goes.
Like, I don't know. At sometimes in your relationship, man, you have to be the man, bro. You have to be the man.
You have feminist tattooed across your stomach.
Yes, absolutely. I'm a man that's a feminist. You don't think so? You don't think that's possible?
Yeah, because I got 4 daughters, so it's like my future is female regardless.
And I have one that I love very much.
Women. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. So I'm very much a man. I'm very much a feminist. I don't think the two have to, be at odds.
So y'all gonna talk ever again? You're very careful with your words about her, I think.
Or have y'all spoke?
Yeah, have you and Megan spoke?
No.
Would you be open to that?
I don't know what the conversation would be about. I don't know.
We see Nelly and Ashanti spin the block.
I don't foresee that. But you know what I do see?
What's that?
Sex tape.
Yeah, it's on everything. You know what I'm saying?
Transition.
That is on Spotify.
Good transition.
It is on Apple Music. Matter of fact, I'm the first person to ever have his sex tape uploaded to Apple Music. Did you know that? Yeah, and Spotify.
Love to play it.
I mean, that is interesting. I do wonder because I can see the frustration, and I know it's got to be hard to go out here and promote a project and everybody asking you about it.
You want to talk about this?
I guess this is my last question about the person record. Because you talked about a lot of the trauma that she's been through. You said she needs to do work on herself. If you knew that she had been through all these traumas that she needs to deal with, why make a song about it? Like, why put more salt in the wound, so to speak?
Gaslight.
You knew what that record was going to do.
They would say gaslight.
Gaslighting?
They would say gaslighting.
Because people already, she's not the belle of the ball on social media. Social media makes her more of a villain than you
especially
could ever
after a song where she talks about not wanting to be here.
Is that what y'all pulled away from the song?
Yeah, is
that what you pulled away from the song? Honestly,
that is one of the things I pulled away from the song. Because being that I know you and I know how you move, I'm like, well, damn, why would Party do this at a time like this?
I didn't pull it from the song.
She just talked about how she wanted to kill herself and all types of other things. Like, why add fuel to that?
But I pulled it as he was trying to clear his name. That's what I pulled from the song.
I pulled hurt people. I pulled both of y'all have y'all own hurt from the situation.
You was gonna say hurt people?
No, not that. Like, I meant hurt people, like them too, both of them. I think that both of y'all were both very publicly hurt, and there's still some of that there. That's why I asked, would you ever be open to having a conversation with her? But I just felt like, because, again, going back to what I said earlier, because of how I myself, this is my first, as a fan, looked at you as the protect black woman person. It's just like, you can get that lick back, but like, is it even really a lick? Like, does that even stick for real?
Did you cheat, Party? That's all people.
Wasn't in the
it wasn't in the kitchen.
Listen, bro, it wasn't like
people gonna keep asking you over and over. until you
what?
give him an answer.
I gave an answer.
No, you didn't.
You did cheat.
Listen, you said you listened to the song in its entirety. It's in there.
Yeah. I gotta go back again.
Well, context cues. He said he would never cheat first.
Damn, Party.
Context clues. I put this in. It's in there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me read these lyrics again.
I've said this.
Oh boy.
How are you doing now with the? Are you still like people been seeing you with the Jada Kingdom and that whole thing? You smiling? Is that you blushing? Is that a relationship or like how are you dealing with a whole new person and you don't seem kind of like closed off or like done with what you've been through?
Listen, this is why social media is like an illusion, right? Like this song comes out and now it's brand new again. You got to think about how long we have been separated. You know what I'm saying? You've seen other people like months and months ago. You know what I mean? Like this is not new. Like I've been through this process of healing. I've done my all right. This is my reality. We've gone separate. You know what I'm saying? I've done and taken that time. I guess social media makes it look like it was like this.
That's the part that sucks because when we seen her, of course you see the pictures when she was with the football player. They was like, damn, she cheating on Party, but y'all was finished by then.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, just worse than Ether, bro. Worse than Ether's bad, yo. I listened like once or twice because I didn't want to hear you like that. This is bad, bro. You say on the record that she can hit up your mom for anything. Still. I don't think your mom would approve of this record. Remember when Jay-Z made
Did you ask him if his
remember
mom
when Jay-Z made Super Ugly?
Yeah,
And he
his
said
mom
his
was
mom
mad.
told him like, yo, you went too far. I think if she heard that, she'd say the same.
What did your mom think about this record?
I don't know.
Because you don't want to hear it.
I know she didn't appreciate the line that was said about me. I know she didn't appreciate that. Especially with somebody that she was speaking to.
Does your mom still speak to her?
They were still speaking around the time that the song dropped?
I don't think around the time it dropped, but like not too far removed, you know what I mean? Like,
What song you want to hear off your album, Party?
Anyone, what's your favorite one on there?
Let's do Sexy and Conceited.
That's the one?
That's the one?
Let's go.
Sexy and Conceited. That's our guy. Sexy and Conceited, Partisan
All right.
Fontaine. Sex tape out this Friday.
Party, we appreciate you for joining us, brother.
Thank you.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. All right.
You know that I'm sexy
Party.
and conceited.
Morning,
Partisan
everybody. It's
Fontaine.
DJ NV Charlamagne, the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here.
Sex tape is out right now.
That's right.
Partisan Fontaine's
EP.
new EP.
Mm-hmm. Now let's get to the rumors.
Loren LoRosa. So I've been here for a little bit. I've been here for a minute.
This is the Rumor Report
I think a lot of people will recognize the voice and the name.
on the Breakfast Club.
Loren came in hot.
You know,
Didn't she, right?
I came in telling the truth. SZA sat down with Zane Lowe, and she talked a lot about her career and the fact that she hates being famous. Let's take a listen.
I'm at a photo shoot for Wall Street Journal, and I'm crying on set because I'm freaking out about being perceived. And I'm just like, I just can't do it. And then that's when I asked myself, oh, this is that juncture where people aren't heard from anymore. Either they had a mental breakdown or they lashed out at somebody once that perception starts. And it's I don't know, am I a bitch? Am I terrible to work with? Nobody wants to work with me. Gets nervous. I get nervous about that. So I was I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to disappear. But that is the stage that I'm in right now where I'm so concerned about what does all of this actually mean? How do people view me? How do people see me? What do they expect from me? Can I just disappear and not talk to anybody? Is that ungrateful? Do I appear ungrateful because I have anxiety and I'm stressed about my reality? If I just focus me restarting my 40-day sadhana and prayer and I cut my circle down really small, that's the answer.
That's the side of fame that nobody speaks about, and I'm glad SZA is being real about that. And I will tell SZA that she doesn't owe anybody anything. She's here to be a musician. She gives us her music. She gives us her art. We consume it. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing less.
Sad thing about it is music has changed, or this industry has changed so much. At one time, like you said, that's all we wanted was the music, right? When we had our favorite artists and our favorite musicians, whether it was Hove or Michael Jackson or whoever it was. But now it's to a point where people want to dive in people's lives, you know, and some people don't want to give up their lives and they feel like they have to because they feel like a social media you have to. But sometimes that comes with things like you said, with depression, with wanted to commit suicide with, not thinking that they worthy enough, you know?
Go ahead, Lauren.
She talked about too, we didn't hear it in the clip, but in the interview she talked about she would be on set for like magazine covers and just start randomly crying and like couldn't.
It's overwhelming, I'm sure.
Yeah, and the smoke and mirrors of like the industry and just any level of success comes with a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's like you feel like, am I ungrateful for feeling like this is not what I thought it was going to be giving? And it seems like it's a tug of war battle for her because she's talked about this a few times now.
And I feel like SZA is a throwback to when artists were mysterious because SZA be out the way. You know what I mean? SZA gives you music, and then, and every what Control was like 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Right.
And then the next album came out 5 years later. Now she's about to drop a deluxe, which is rare for her, for her to be coming out with new music so fast. But like, she just really she keeps you focused on the music, man. And I respect that. And she's number 2 on my daughter's Spotify rap playlist. That's one of my daughter's favorite artists.
Who's number 1?
Phoebe Bridgers was number 1. But Phoebe Bridgers and SZA is my 15-year-old's favorite artist. So
okay.
Y'all know what,
SZA can do no wrong in my eyes. SZA brings our house together.
There you go.
I like SZA. My wife likes SZA. My daughter likes SZA. She brings us together.
Okay.
So drop on the clues bombs for SZA, damn it.
I want to get into the deluxe because, like you said, right, SZA doesn't just like come out and like give us music. So she's talked about Lana for like a minute now, even when SOS first dropped. So it's supposed to be a deluxe version of SOS, but she was saying how SZA was saying she's gone back and forth with, should it be a whole separate project or should it just be a deluxe? She did drop visuals for it, like photos, like a photo shoot. She did like 6 photos over the weekend. Y'all know her visuals are always fire. But it seems like she's trying to figure out what it should actually be because she has so much music. But she's talked previous about it possibly being 7 to 10 songs. There will be new songs on this, which is really big for her as well. But I don't know. I think SZA is like an artist. Like, and they always get it tough. Like, they never feel adequate enough. You know what I mean?
I promise you, man, her SOS concert is one of the best concerts I've ever seen in my life. It's a full production. It's like a movie. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Anybody who's been out there to see the SOS tour, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I feel like if she, number one, she can do whatever she wants with her music. But Drop Lena is a third project. You know what I'm saying? It's named that's your namesake. It's named after you. It's Lena. You know what I mean? Drop it as a third album. Why not? You're going to win regardless. It's SZA. How can SZA lose at this point?
But she might not feel that way. Because even with Control took so long for people to give it its just due. And I know as an artist, even though it shouldn't matter, that sits with you.
SZA, you playing with house money. You can't lose right now. Okay? There's nothing SZA can do to lose. All she got to do is put out good music. But more importantly, I hope she is dealing with her mental health and her emotional well-being. That's that's the most important thing.
Them panic attacks is real.
Man, you ain't got to tell me.
So up next, we are going to talk a little bit about Ryan Leslie and Cassie. Now, those are 2 names. That is like a throwback.
What they been saying?
So TMZ caught Ryan Leslie out, and of course, they talked to him about everything that's happening with Cassie in the news, with the Diddy allegations, and you guys know Ryan Leslie signed Cassie back in 2005.
He's the reason the world heard of Cassie. He wrote for her, produced for her.
Yes,
signed her.
And they were at one point romantically involved as well too. The story back then was that Cassie left Ryan Leslie for Diddy when she got signed to Bad Boy. So
allegedly, yep.
Yeah, so they asked him about just everything that's happening right now, and if he's spoken to her. Let's take a listen.
I just want to ask you really fast, right? I know you worked with Cassie initially. Did you ever think or know that she was in danger at any moment, anytime, anything? Is that something that you...
I think that was a much further past after, our working relationship.
Well, have you spoken to her?
Yeah, we've definitely spoken, but mostly it was around the time when our mutual manager was passed away.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, how is she doing? Have you spoken to her since the allegations, or?
Well, the last conversation we had, she's planning for a tour, so we had talked.
Oh, I like that.
Did y'all hear the last part? Cassie is planning for a tour?
Yeah, planning on a tour.
That don't make you excited?
No.
It makes me excited. Only because I feel like we never really got, we got Me and You with Cassie, and that was a moment, and then it just went away, and she became Diddy's girlfriend, and we never cared about anything with her at all.
Does she have enough music to tour?
I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say name 3 Cassie joints.
You can't really. I only know Me and You, but that might mean that there's new music coming, and
that's different. If she got new music coming,
that's more like a promo tour.
Yeah, she might drop a diss album to Diddy, a whole diss album. Every song.
What would be a diss? Yeah, talking about her feelings and stuff.
She probably can. She probably NDA'd up after that settlement.
Yeah, but she can write about her past relationship. She ain't got to say his name, right?
She might already have a bunch of.
Not the either way. Red, you were so on point with that. Do it again.
Can you imagine the first line? Play it again, start from the beginning. F Diddy. Nah, you can't do that. She can't. She ain't gonna do that. But I will say this. I don't.
50 gonna sign to the G Unit. That's what's gonna happen. 50 gonna sign Kathy to the G Unit.
Yo, that would be such.
That would be.
50 going executive produced by Ryan Leslie and 50 Cent.
He's that petty.
Cassie's new album.
He's that petty. I don't think Cassie gonna do it. I think if Cassie did get the large settlement that people have said she did, she probably gonna chill out, raise them babies, and relax.
Oh, clearly Ryan Leslie knows something. He wouldn't just say that for no reason.
But that might have been before the settlement and everything that went out. That he spoke to her and said she was going on tour. I might have went on tour before the settlement. But if I get a big bag like they say she did, I'm gonna sit my ass home.
But you know what's crazy is I don't even think that, I mean, everybody wants money. I don't think that her motivation would be money. I feel like Cassie never really got a full career. Like, even as a model, she was there and then she was just Diddy's girlfriend. That was it. Y'all don't want to see Cassie on stage. Y'all don't want to see
I think she got a chance as an artist. I just don't think people.
I'm about to jump out the window with y'all.
Yeah,
That's so silly. Like, come on, stop. Like, knock it off.
She did it. She had a couple of albums. I just don't think
if she puts out a new album, new music.
Yes.
Yeah, but.
Do you want new Cassie music? The way people
not
just
really.
don't
I mean,
care.
no, I don't. Like, I haven't thought about it in years. I have never thought about it. And that's not a diss. It's just not like I'm not gonna sit there and lie.
Kind of is if you don't want to hear new Cassie music.
It's a lot of people that would say the same thing though.
It don't matter. Is what I'm saying. Like, drop it. If you got new music,
If
drop
it's dope,
it.
it's dope.
Yeah,
We'll play it.
Dope music sells itself.
Correct.
You know what I mean? I'm not sitting there like, oh, I don't want Cassie to put out no music. I just don't have an opinion about it.
But for SZA, you want to hear a new SZA album.
SZA, we
don't
are
do
not going to envy.
Don't do that.
It's no way you just
Don't
brought
do
SZA
that.
in a conversation with Cassie. No shade to
You will
Cassie,
always
but
find a way to
shady as
pit two
hell.
black women against each other.
It's not
That's
even
why people don't like you, yo.
Wait, him?
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on, Red.
No, let's stay here. We're gonna do what? Brown girls
Dream
grinding?
versus brown girl grinding. You are the OG captain of pitting the teams against each other.
It's not true. You just stole people's stuff. So I just wanted to get to the bottom of it. You shouldn't have stole Carrie Champion stuff. That's all it is, Loren. I just wanted to get to the bottom of it. That's all. I was defending another black woman, but see, because you stole from Carrie, so I had to make sure. Well, I had to make sure you didn't steal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's all.
Yep.
That's it.
Well.
Mm-hmm. And I believe Cassie's Latino.
Oh, that's why you. Okay, I get it now.
What?
Y'all sticking together. I understand. Salute to Cassie.
Not when
my
it was
God.
SZA,
Salute to
though.
Cassie, man. All right. And that is your rumor report, I guess. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to, man?
4 after the hour. We need a man named Max Cregent, I think his last name is. We need Max to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him, please.
All right. We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Charlamagne, say the game, don't get other Charlamagne.
You are a donkey. It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate.
I might not have the song of the day, but I got the donkey of the day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the heat. Yeah, The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's donkey of the day today?
Well, Ed Sheeran, you know what? You got to do that over, Red. Hit my Florida intro. I'm sorry. I forgot this was Florida. My bad. I didn't tell you beforehand. Just give us a second.
Make sure you tell them to watch out for Florida, man.
The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. Yes, you are a donkey.
A Florida man attacked an ATM for a very strange reason. It gave him too much money. Florida man is arrested after deputies say he rigged the door to his home in an attempt to electrocute his pregnant wife. Police arrested an Orlando man for attacking a flamingo.
The Breakfast Club, bitches. Donkey of the Day with Charlamagne the God. I don't know why y'all keep letting him get y'all like this.
It's not me, Duval. It's y'all, okay? Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, December 13th goes to Max Cregent. Crescant. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. He is a 33-year-old St. Petersburg, Florida man. What does your Uncle Charla always say about the great state of Florida? The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida, and today is no exception. I do not wake up in the morning and say, what is going on in the Sunshine State? How are they going to make themselves look foolish today? That is not what I do. They do it to themselves. For example, Max was arrested on a petite theft charge for failing to pay for a tattoo. Yes, there's a tattoo parlor called Ink Gods, and at Ink Gods, Max got a tat. Okay, that tat was $250. Now look, times is hard. I'm not judging anybody for what they do to survive. You steal $250 worth of groceries? I understand. I actually overstand. But getting a tattoo, that's not a means of survival. Okay, this is the type of thing, you do at 18, 19, early 20s. Maybe steal a tattoo. But at 33, there is absolutely zero reason for you to be stealing a tattoo. Now, I'm shocked these tattoo parlors don't make you pay before they do their job. But it's Florida. So I'm not expecting anything to make sense. Now, I could end Donkey of the Day right here because being arrested on a petite theft charge for failing to pay a tattoo parlor is hee-haw worthy. But that would kind of leave the people wanting more. Would kind of feel like a slow news day, so there has to be more to this story, right? Of course it is. It's Florida. Would you like to know what the tattoo was that Max got? Would you like to know? The tat was $250. Okay, the tat that he decided not to pay for. The tat that he got arrested for not paying for. Would you like to hear what the tattoo was? Let's go to TBC News for the report, please.
A Florida man who received a Waffle House tattoo was taken to jail for failing to pay for it, according to an arrest affidavit. 33-year-old Max Krejkant was arrested on a petty theft charge. Deputies were called to Ink Gods in St. Petersburg after Krejkant, what a name, received the $250 tattoo. Pretty cheap, if you ask me. But when it was time to pay, he allegedly did not have his debit card. He reportedly could not provide proof of having $250 in his bank account and allegedly refused to pay the bill after he was given multiple options. In his bag, he did have $6 and his driver's license. He was booked into the Pinellas County Jail and released the next day on $150 bond. I have no idea where that money came from. For TBC News, I'm Very White.
Max got a $250 Waffle House tattoo that he didn't pay for. Now, I've heard of people walking out on a Waffle House bill, but a Waffle House tattoo, this is a new one. First of all, dropping the clues bombs for Waffle House. Let me tell you something about Waffle House. You can't tell me nothing about Waffle House. Waffle House is a cultural institution down south. Nothing brings you joy more than when you leaving a club at 2-something in the morning in a small country town. You're drunk, you on drugs, and you see that giant yellow sign. Okay, good food, pretty decent service, great prices, over 60 years of excellence. You haven't really experienced life until you've had an all-star special. Okay, you're not even really living for real because you never had a pecan waffle. I don't even eat cheese or beef anymore, but I remember what that cheesesteak omelet from Waffle House tastes like. And when you put your jelly on the toast and just enough jelly falls into your grits, you just mix it all together. Eat it! There are words for that. Fantastic, tremendous, remarkable, outstanding, terrific, extraordinary. I own a thesaurus. And we ain't even talk about the Texas patty melt with them hash browns. Okay, we don't talk about the patty melt with the hash browns the way Pepper and the Madrigal family don't talk about Bruno and Encanto. All I'm saying is Waffle House is top tier, grade A, the 1, not the 2. Don't play with them. Drop one of clues bomb for Waffle House.
Ain't all that.
What?
But I'm not getting no Waffle House tattoo. Okay, on a niggatry scale of 1 to the Zeus Network, getting a Waffle House tattoo and not paying for it is a strong 8.5. Now, as you heard in the news report, or maybe you didn't hear in the news report, Max claimed he could not pay for the tattoo because he did not have his debit card with him. He also failed to provide proof that he had $250 in his bank account and refused to pay the money after being offered multiple payment options. When police searched his bag, they found $6 and his driver's license. There's only one thing left to do. We must play a game. Guess what race it is? Max Krejkant, 33 years old of Florida, got a tattoo of the Waffle House sign, refused to pay for it, then said it was because he didn't have his debit card and couldn't provide proof of $250 in his bank account. Loren LoRosa, guess what race he is?
He is bonnet black.
Ooh. Ooh. Said that with a lot of confidence, Loren. What makes you think he's bonnet black?
I just feel like we Waffle House to us that's just where it's at.
Okay.
The way that we felt about Waffle House when I was at Del State, somebody would have got a tattoo. I don't know how white people feel about Waffle House.
DJ Envy, Max Krejkant, 33 years old of Florida, got a tattoo of the Waffle House sign, refused to pay for it, then said it was because he didn't have his debit card and couldn't provide proof of $250 in his bank account. Guess what race he is?
Southern black.
Southern black. First of all, I'm Southern black. What the hell that mean?
That's bonnet black.
That's you.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something, Queens, New York. And let me tell you something, Delaware. What the hell is Delaware?
Wilmington, Delaware.
Let me tell you something. Max Kreskamp is Caucasian.
Oh,
You stereotyping, profiling ass people, okay?
That's heroin white, too.
Caucasian, all right? He's Caucasian.
Okay.
On the census, he's from Florida, which means he's a nigga.
Okay.
Everybody in Florida is a nigga. Okay? All right. Please give Max Kreskamp the biggest hee-haw.
Y'all like Waffle House over IHOP?
Oh my God!
Man,
What?
don't play with me, boy.
I think it's so weird that
Breakfast
people in New York
sampler, Rudy
prefer
Tooty, Fresh and
IHOP over
Fruity.
Waffle House or anything.
Pigs in a
IHOP
blanket.
IHOP seasoning couldn't even touch Waffle House.
I don't even have. I'm not having no conversation with no New Yorker about no Waffle House. You wouldn't understand.
The fact that y'all drunk go to IHOP willingly is just like, bro.
I don't like IHOP. The pancakes are fluffy, nice.
That's like me discussing that chopped rat meat sandwich y'all be eating. What's the rat
Chopped
meat?
cheese.
Chopped
There you
cheese.
go. Yeah.
Why y'all don't just go to Philly and get a cheesesteak?
We want to drive 2.5 hours in Philly after a club to get a cheesecake.
It tastes
not
better.
talking to nobody.
We go to the
from up north
bodegas.
about
We'll do
Waffle
a
House.
chopped cheese. We go to bodegas. We get bacon, egg, and cheese. We get sausage, egg, and cheese.
I'm with the bacon, egg, and cheese.
And the IHOP is Rudy Tooty, Fresh and Fruity.
Bacon, egg, and cheese and Melba's is like, those are my favorite things.
Breakfast Club. I said Breakfast Club. Breakfast sampler from IHOP.
Nah, bro.
Pigs in a blanket where they
IHOP
put the
ain't got
sausage
enough
in the
seasoning.
they put the sausage in the pancakes and
It's
roll it up
cool.
and put a little
It's
syrup.
What did you do at Norfolk? You ain't go to Waffle House?
I went to Hampton, ma'am. I went to Hampton
Oh, my
University.
bad. I
HU,
forgot. You went to the wrong
and
school.
we had an IHOP.
IHOP is great. I'm not mad at IHOP, but it ain't no Waffle House, B.
IHOP is.
There's something about Waffle House grease that soaks up alcohol in a different way. Sobers you right
And
up.
why the floors in Waffle House always slippery?
For when a fight breaks out. It's actually a security member. Y'all ain't know that.
Oh, I didn't know.
Two things that y'all know about Waffle House. Waffle House doesn't have locks on the doors because it's always open, and they keep the floors slippery on purpose to keep people from fighting.
Oh,
yeah.
They also always keep the tables
I
there to
made all
keep
that
you
up,
humble.
but you should believe me when I'm lying.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. Now, when we come back, we have Senator Nina Turner. She'll be joining us, and we're going to kick it with her when we come back. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is our guest host. And we got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
Miss former Ohio State Senator Nina Turner. Welcome.
It's good to be home.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
How you
First of all,
feeling?
You look amazing, man.
Thank
do.
you. Can I get up?
Yes,
show
please
something.
do.
What made you want to go down that
Nasty
path
look.
of, getting right physically?
Because we need it.
Yeah.
'Cause, you talk a lot about mental health, and it all goes together. Mental health, physical health, the endorphins you get. And I ain't want to hurt nobody, Charlotte.
That's right.
so I got to get in there. My trainer is also a boxer too, so I get on the bag a lot too, DJ. And I picture all kinds of faces.
That's the best way to do it.
Ain't trying to hurt nobody.
Yeah,
in
you
real
get that
life.
aggression out.
Yeah,
Take the energy out on there.
just a little bit.
Well, I'm glad because, next year is a presidential election year.
Ooh,
and
don't
boy,
even
it's
get
going to
me
be a lot of
started.
stress on everybody.
Yeah, you said Biden shouldn't win, Char. I mean, shouldn't run. Shouldn't run.
Shouldn't run.
He ain't gonna win. But anyway, you said he shouldn't run.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I think he shouldn't run because he's not going to win.
No, he's not gonna win.
So what does that mean?
I wish he would just run in the primary. Can we just start with the primary? At least run in the primary.
Break that down. Explain.
Because we have a primary that the DNC is refusing to acknowledge because both parties, when you have an incumbent, they pretend like competitors don't exist. Primaries are for us to have a robust debate about ideas. And if in fact the incumbent is the strongest candidate, then that will come out in the wash too. It's kind of like training.
Absolutely.
Why not? You got Marianne Williamson running as a Democrat. You got Cenk Uygur running as a Democrat. You got Dr. Cornel West running as an independent. I think Dr. Cornel West and also Robert Kennedy Jr. should be on both stages. But minimally, they should be on the Democratic stage. And then you got Congressman Dean Phillips, who has jumped in the race running as a Democrat. If your ideas are all that, then debate them out in the primary so that things can come out in the wash so that you're ready for the main event. But the Democrats have decided they don't want to do that. And so now they have anointed Biden as the heir apparent. Just because you the incumbent don't mean you entitled to a second term. And that's him or anybody else. That goes for me or any other politician. You got to earn the vote each and every time.
What would you say to people who say none of those people you named have a chance in hell to win?
Well, they won't have a chance in hell to win if people don't know that they're running.
Right.
And the media is very important, and that's what I love so much about the Breakfast Club, because you guys give audience to everybody, Republican,
Right.
Democrat, libertarian, no party, rock and roll, R&B, however you rolling, because people need to know those other people are running. And if people want to know why governors are not running right now, like the governor of California who just debated DeSantis in Florida. Well, he not running because he need to play the game so he can be ready for 2028. If he runs, or any of these governors run, they don't have the courage to buck the system to say that we are in peril. 17 polls have shown President Biden losing. Now, I get it. Polls are snapshots in time, but this is turning into a Polaroid picture. I know I'm dating myself now, but this snapshot is becoming more than a snapshot. It's becoming a very clear picture. Most Americans do not want to see a rematch between President Joe Biden and former President Donald J. Trump. Those are the facts.
Yeah.
That's scary, though. First of all, I just want to say Polaroids are back in. My daughter asked for one for Christmas.
Good. So I'm all right.
It's a
vibe now. It's a vibe.
But that's very scary when you have everybody, politicians, regular people saying that they don't have faith in Joe Biden. What does that mean? Are people going to go out, or are we just going to give this to Donald Trump?
It's not given, though, DJ. It's a competition. So I need people to understand this. Politicians are not owed anything. I need to come and ask you for your vote. I need to lay down what I did for you. As Miss Jackson asked in one of her songs, what have you done for me lately? You don't owe me as the politician. I owe you. And to think that President Biden is the best or the only thing that we have, he ain't the savior. And I would say this about any candidate. Everybody knows I rocked with Senator Bernard Sanders, who is, supporting Joe Biden. For me, it's what are you doing for my people? What are you doing for the people in the hood where they misunderstood? What are you doing for working class people of all backgrounds in this country? You let the shadow president, hijack your Build Back Better. We ain't built back nothing better. Then you got billions of dollars to send over to war. Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, when she was asked, can we Americans afford 2 wars? She said, "Oh yeah, we can afford it." So if we can afford 2 wars, then we could afford to keep the enhanced child tax credit. If we can afford 2 wars, then why don't y'all go ahead and cancel all student debt and then put a mechanism in place so that kind of debt doesn't happen to college students again? If we can afford 2 wars, then baby, we can afford universal health care. If we can afford 2 wars, then damn it, black people want their reparations.
That's right.
That's all I'm saying. Hey, charity starts at home and spreads abroad. I'm not saying don't help any of our allies, but we got people dying in the streets of America right now for the lack of resources, but they got the pure unadulterated gall to say we ain't got money for domestic issues. What about domestic tranquility? That's part of it too. So people fed up, DJ. They just, all they gonna say, I don't think people are going, I know there's a poll that says that about 22% of black people are gonna go over to Trump. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. But I think most people are just not gonna vote.
Do you feel like, though, because of the people that you mentioned, like the Cornel West's and other people that are running on that side, they don't have, the platform is not there. And as sad as it is, people don't, a lot of stuff you're talking about, people go and vote just because of who they're hearing about on social or who has the biggest campaign. So what's the real, like, what do they do? How do they even get next to, Biden has the platform. He's the president right now.
Well, the incumbent is always going to have the upper hand. That's the system. But we live in a time where, baby, you can Google everything. I mean, people got to study to show themselves approved, but media is a powerful force, and you all know that because you hold a modicum of power. To the extent that mainstream media continues to lock out these people, Loren, then you're right. Most people may never hear them. I think Dr. Cornel West has somewhat of an advantage because he's an internationally known philosopher, international known intellectual. So a lot of people cross generations definitely know Dr. Cornel West. Now, they might not get to know that he's running for president, but he's running. And the same for all the other people. I think Congressman Phillips may have an advantage because he is a congressman. He got that fancy title right now. But the mainstream media is not supposed to be coddling these politicians. They're supposed to open up the airways for everybody and let the games begin. Let's compete for this stuff. So it is shameful that is not happening.
I think, what's interesting to me, Senator Turner, is people are using logic for illogical times, right? Because even when you bring up the polls, people will say, well, polls aren't always accurate. It's not even just the polling. He's polling terribly against a man who has 91 criminal charges, 4 indictments, 2 impeachments. It shouldn't be close.
It shouldn't be close.
A man who said he wants to be a dictator.
Right. It
shouldn't be close. That's why people are like, maybe you need to step aside. That's why David Axelrod is saying, hey, maybe you need to step aside. We can't risk it.
And not be selfish. I think for both of these men, they can run. right? We know age is a factor, but I think age is connected to economics, how people are feeling about their personal economies. I know that the system, you look at the stats and they'll say, oh, the economy is doing better, but is it doing better for Big Mama? Is it doing better for Big Daddy? Are they feeling it? Because the economy, the measures that we use to say that our economy is healthy is based already on a rigged system. In other words, the system leans toward those who have the greatest wealth. But if Big Mama and Big Papa can't afford the eggs or the gas or everything is going up, then damn what the numbers say on paper, we need to know what is happening for them in their real lives. Now, the point about the polling, again, snapshots, we get it, but unless Democrats make some real deep-seated changes, all them polls can't be wrong. I mean, it's like dropping breadcrumbs. It's telling us something. And so both of those men can run, right? They are allowed to run. I won't say that they shouldn't have the ability to run, but I think it's selfish that they are running. In other words, that's the best we can do in this country, is to have a rematch between two presidents that most Americans do not want. And even Democrats, if you look at President Biden, most Democrats do not want Joseph R. Biden as the candidate. So he's not the only one. He's the only one that the system is elevating in such a way that it's locking out other people who would be logical choices to run. And then you got a few courageous people who have been in this studio, who I just named, who are out there and saying, damn that, I'm running anyway.
Who would you like to see?
Well, me, actually, but I put that to the side. You know, ain't nobody better. But I'm not running right now. I love Dr. Cornel West. I think he got the moral courage and the moral fire right now. And then my other choice, if I could vote for two people, for the people that are running right now, it'd be Marianne Williamson. Those two are out there doing the daggone thing. And Dr. West has definitely made the requisite sacrifices.
All right, we got more with Senator Nina Turner when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Nina Turner.
Do you think Palestine and Israel is going to have a real impact on President Biden? Because I hear a lot of people in Michigan, especially Muslim Americans in Michigan, say they not rocking with him, they not voting for him, they not showing up.
Yeah, like, it will. And I don't think people are going to change their minds. Now, if we haggling over Medicare for all and you don't do it, then I may just go ahead and vote for you anyway and keep fighting you to try to get it. But now we're talking about the slaughter of innocent people in Gaza. Let's talk about the slaughter of Palestinian people in the West Bank. That's not even talked about a lot. But you got 18,000 people dead. You got about 42,000 or so people maimed or injured. You got 60% of the Gaza has been just blown up. So imagine being a son or a daughter or a person from Gaza. Imagine being a Palestinian. And if you live, what do you have? You know, I saw a picture of a she probably was 5 or 6 years old, a Palestinian young girl. She's shaking like a leaf. Traumatized. That's trauma. And if you have children, or you know somebody who have children, imagine that was your children. Oh yeah, the Middle East is going to be, blood is on the hands of the United States of America. There's a law called the Leahy Law, and in that law was put in place in 1996. The law says that we in America should not be giving funds to military operators who we know are violating human rights. Just slaughtering innocent people to get at Hamas, I think, is a violation of human rights. You got Netanyahu in 2015 said that under his watch, there would never be a Palestinian state. So now, how, as a Palestinian, then what am I going to do with that? If we take Hamas, evil, vile, what they did, immoral and illegal under international law. Let's deal with that. But 18,000 Palestinians dead, 42 or so thousand maimed and injured. Their entire world is in rubble. If we don't have a ceasefire, how are we ever going to get to peace? And then the mental impact on the people who survive, on what just happened to them. That girl shaking, that baby shaking, is many like her. What is she going to think growing up? You think she's going to be in love with the system? No, she's not. And so to keep Israelis safe, Palestinians got to have self-determination. To keep Palestinians safe, Israelis got to have self-determination, but they do. They control the water, the electricity. So we're not looking at this in a way that's very holistic. The UN has said this, don't do this. Many of the human rights organizations across the world said, don't do this. All I want to know is how many people got to die before we realize that you can't war your way to peace.
Yeah, Senator Bernie Sanders was on this weekend, and he said that we have to stop giving Israel a blank check
without condition.
We have to stop giving them a blank check so they can stop killing innocent, civilians and children. And I feel like, man, why aren't people talking about that more? Like that point, because everybody was focused on him saying we can't have a permanent ceasefire with people who want permanent war. You think it's justified? Look, the flack he's getting, the backlash he's getting for that.
Some of this stuff is incongruent. Mm-hmm. Now I'm with the senator on don't just give Israel or any other country just a blank check. If we paying for, my mama say I paid for this. You live in my house, I pay everything. So you gonna do what I say do. Mm-hmm. The same thing applies here. If America took a moral position on this to say, you know what, I get it. What Hamas did was rotten, evil, wicked. Hey, go after Hamas surgically. But there comes a point where there are too many bodies laying in wait. How many more bodies? I just wonder how many more bodies is it going to take? So although I appreciate Senator Bernard Sanders saying don't just give Israel a blank check, but at the same time, the senator doesn't want a permanent ceasefire. So how do we get to permanent peace? At some point, people got to stop the shooting and the bombing, and most of those bombs are coming from Israel. They in our name. Those bombs are made over here. It's our money. So we are culpable for the deaths of the Palestinians. And you know what? It's not only going to impact you and you and you, me, it's going to impact our children, our children's children. See, now you're messing with my stuff now. And all the money that we send over there, whether it's over there or in the Ukraine, is less money that we have to have universal health care, canceling student debt, name the things that we need. Water systems. Hell, Flint, Michigan still got dirty water. Attorney General in Michigan dropped the case. So now you got people who live in Flint who just got to live with it. And I can go on and on and on. What are we going to do on the domestic side of the ledger? And Israel certainly is our ally. Israel has a right to exist. Israel has a right to protect itself. And what about the Palestinians? Because I learned in math, what you do on one side, you got to do on the other. Right. So what about the Palestinians? And what about the innocent Palestinians? Over 50% of those people are kids. It's a very young community. They didn't vote for Hamas. So at what point, how many bodies? I just want to know how many bodies. So Shar, look, I get it, but you got to have a ceasefire. I don't know how you get to peace without a ceasefire. And then how do we get to a permanent peace where Palestinians have self-determination? I want our viewers and listeners to know they don't control electricity, they don't control food, they don't control water, they don't control all of that. So how can you control your livelihood when you can't control the basics? Maslow's hierarchy of need is in play here. And so we got to put ourselves in that place. Remember Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., not the only one, but he is the symbol for it. As long as he was talking about civil rights for black people, it was all good. But when the Reverend Doctor started talking about the Vietnam War, they said, oh, hold on, brother. Hold on. Now, you done got out your depths. Now, we ain't going to allow you to talk about that. That's the same.
That's when he became a communist.
That's it. That's the same thing happening right now. We got to stand up for humanity because but by the grace of God, that could be any of us. So no indiscriminate killing of Israelis, no indiscriminate killing of Palestinians. And when you hear a baby cry, until you look at that baby, you don't know what their race or ethnicity is. All you know is that you hearing a baby cry.
That's real.
Man, I could listen to you all day.
Oh, thank you, Loren. And I am going to go on your website and get some of it so I can
make sure you get some stuff.
Can I tell you how much I love y'all?
We love you.
God. And I feel that, and I know that. I got this Charlamagne, DJ, Loren. I mean, you create space for black people, but I want to say particularly you create space for black women of all ages and all stages, and I love you for that. And I got to shout out my one of my advisors, Teslin Figaro.
There you go,
Tez, she do it, don't she?
Absolutely.
But I just love y'all so much. I love our people. I love all people. I love black people. And the reason why I want to see people lifted, because I want people to be able to live a good life. I think everybody should be entitled to do that. Systems can change. Policies can change, and we got to make sure it happens. So nothing but love. Happy holidays, everybody.
Nina Turner, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Let's do it, Red. Let's do it.
Loren LoRosa. I've been here for a little bit.
Ladies, this is the Rumor Report.
I think a lot of people will recognize the voice and the name.
On The Breakfast Club.
Loren came in hot.
I came in telling the truth.
Good morning, Loren.
Good morning. That was a dope, let's do it. I like that. That was lit. Okay. So Sherry Shepherd, you guys know she's been doing the Sherry Show.
Yep.
She got one of the biggest nods. The baton got passed to her from Oprah. Let's take a listen.
Oprah, what does having this legacy mean to you?
Sherry, that's such a beautiful question. The word legacy, I just want to leave you all with this, is that when I came back from opening my school in South Africa, and I said to Maya, the school's going to be my greatest legacy. Those girls are everything. And she said, your legacy is never one thing. It's every life you touch. And I passed that on to you because what Maya said to me that day in her kitchen, she said, it's every audience member who ever came from wherever they came from.
Yes.
And they sat in that audience and they had an experience and they went home and they decided, I'm going to do better. So for me to be able to see you, to sit in the seat of your life on your own show with your name on it, it is the passing on.
Thank you so much.
It is the passing on.
So you officially passing the baton?
I'm passing the baton.
That's incredible. Dropping the clues bombs with Sherry Shepherd. I don't remember Oprah ever doing that. I've never seen Oprah do that to somebody ever.
Not that I can remember. That's been many years over, but not that I can remember.
Of course, she's helped your Dr. Phil.
She's put on mad people. She put on Dr. Phil, put on Dr. Oz, put on Rachel.
Ayana Van Zandt.
Rachel Roy? Or Rachel Ray. Which one? It's one of the Rachels.
I believe it's Ray.
Yeah, she put her on. You know what I mean? Like you said, Ayana Van Zandt, but I've never seen her say, I'm passing the torch. But, you know, salute to Sherry Shepherd. That also means Sherry has to be on for 25 seasons.
That's right.
Okay, so she's on season 2. You got 23 more seasons to go,
That's
Sherry.
fine.
Those are the rules. You can't cancel Sherry Shepherd. She has to be on for 25 seasons because Oprah passed the torch to her.
She got it.
Okay?
Sherry got it. And I did see Oprah at the Empire State. They lit the Empire State purple for the movie that's coming out this weekend.
Oprah been outside. Y'all know what also is dope too? I feel like there was like a little bit of a pushback when Sherry first stepped into the role because of everything that was going on with Wendy. And it was unfair. People didn't even give her a shot. So to see, and at that time, Oprah had actually given her advice. So this is like a full circle moment. We got her talking about the advice too.
Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. Sherry, is it true that Oprah Winfrey gave you advice?
Yeah.
What did she tell you?
She said it's about the energy I put out.
Sir, you're blocking her.
She said, yeah, it's the energy I put out. I'll get it back from the audience.
How cool was that to get that advice from her?
To get the advice from the Oprah was amazing.
You go from advice to her telling you, like, you got this now. This is yours.
And you know, another reason that's a big deal, because I mean, you look at somebody like, you know, like we just mentioned Wendy. Wendy was on for 12 seasons.
Right.
You know, Oprah ain't passed that torch over there. You know what I'm saying? And there's other women on daytime television now. For her to say, you know, Sherry, this is
Oprah sees something.
She definitely sees something.
Absolutely.
100%.
Now Oprah's in town, so if Oprah if she's listening, she could pull up.
She should. They got Color Purple coming out.
That's right. She could pull up. She doesn't need an invite. She could just pull on up.
Y'all got 2 more days? So she gotta get her.
I wouldn't come to this ghetto ass show if I was Oprah Winfrey. I wouldn't mess with y'all niggas.
Why not?
Exactly what I just
Gail
said.
listens, so maybe Oprah listens too. They can both pull up together.
Who told you Gail listens?
You did.
I ain't never told you that.
She don't listen?
He lied
Not
to you?
that I know of. I never told him that.
I thought Gail listens.
I never said that to him.
Well, good morning, Gail. Good morning, Oprah.
She ain't not listening.
Yes, they are.
You just assumed.
Put in the atmosphere. They listening. Good morning.
You get what you put out, Envy.
Right now, Oprah and Gail probably on their way for breakfast.
Oh, Gail pressed me one time. She pressed me because she thought that I wasn't even on the radio. She was talking about something that Envy and Michael Sean and Miss Jones them said years ago, and she pressed me over that.
What you say about Gail?
She pressed me that
nothing.
one time.
This was like 18 years ago?
A long time ago.
18 years. She pressed Charlamagne like a couple years ago, so it was...
No. It was like, this is like 5 years. When did Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fight, Red? How long ago was that? 5 years. 5 years? Yeah, it was 5 years.
It's like 18, 19.
It was the night of that fight.
18, 19 years ago when I did
we watched the fight together.
Miss Jones and
I love
Michael Sean.
Drop on the clues bombs for Gail, but she definitely pressed me when she first met me. And I was like, I called him on the phone. Like, that wasn't you. Tell her I wasn't on the radio. That was not me. That was y'all.
Gail had him backed in the corner. He was like, yo, hey, it wasn't me. Who did you do models with before?
Nope, I never worked with Miss Jones, ma'am. That was not me. That was Envy and Michael Sean. Okay? That was not me.
Shout out to Gail. So, next, Andre 3000. He is, he's been doing a lot of promoting and sitting down after he released his album with the flute. But he is now talking about the fact that he actually wants another Outkast album.
You and Big Boy are still close.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Has he ever come at you and said, can we do this again?
No, to be honest, no. But I think because he knows who I am,
and knows what gets me going, knows what inspires me, knows when I'm excited about something, you know what I mean? So I think in that sense, he's never pushed that issue, but I'm sure, like, I want another Outkast album. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like in my mind, like, but see, that's the thing, that's the human side. Like, I wanted an Outkast album a long time ago. Yeah, and honestly, for me, like, as an individual, it would be gratifying to me to put out a solo kind of rap situation, but not for nobody else at this point. Like, it's for me because actually I like the challenge of how can I make this part of my life interesting in rhyming words. Yeah, I mean, it's still a challenge. So I think hopefully with will and intent, you know, something will happen.
I like the fact that he's not being pressured to do it, though.
I would love to hear it.
Once again, and I said this before, just in general about Dre, I'll say it about Outkast. Do I want another Outkast album? Of course.
Yes.
Do I need another Outkast album? No, because Outkast owes us nothing. Big Boy owes us nothing. Andre 3000 owes us nothing. They have given us everything musically. But if they want to give us another album, sure, I'll take it.
But not under not a pressure to just do it just because that's not it's just not true in their fashion if it's done like that.
Big Boy, Andre 3000, Outkast as a collective, they already home. If you don't know what I mean when I say they already home, go listen to Jay-Z Blueprint off Blueprint 3 with Kid Cudi. They are already home. They in the hall already. Icons, walking memorials. Okay, but whatever they want to give us musically, I'm taking it. But they owe us nothing.
That's right, and that is your rumor report. All right, don't move. The People's Choice Mix is up next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is our special guest host. Yo, Red, can you play me some theme music? Yes.
Oh Lord.
Shout to Tommy DeVito. You know, he's the quarterback of the Giants right now. Backup quarterback that's actually...
You sound stupid.
...doing well. He was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. So congratulations to Tommy DeVito.
I ain't mad at you. You gotta get wins when you can.
I don't even know what this sign is, but it's the sign that he does every game. It's the what? It's like, yeah, that
means
sign.
The butthole was great. The butthole was tight and fantastic. Go ahead, do it. Kiss it again like you did. That's right. Oh, you opened it now. Okay, so great.
Yo, what is wrong with you, man?
He ruined Christmas. He ruined the magnificent.
Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you? All right. Well, Loren, we appreciate you for holding us down. You have a happy holiday.
Happy holidays, Loren. We won't see you again until next year. Praise God.
And also,
damn it! Why you say praise God? He ain't say we miss you.
What?
We ain't gonna see you in a couple of weeks.
I didn't say that. I didn't say none of that.
Wow.
That's why I'm gonna call you on Christmas and say Merry Christmas. Do you celebrate Christmas?
I mean, I don't know if I celebrate it. The kids do. I don't know if I do. I mean, it's just a day. I love it. I enjoy the day.
I'm going to FaceTime you for my very soulful Merry Christmas and just put you in the spirit. You're going to hate that.
Oh, yeah, I don't answer FaceTime.
You're going to hate that.
Feel free.
It's okay, but thank y'all for having me.
Thank you, Loren.
Envy,
we appreciate you. Happy holidays.
Thank
Merry
you for
Christmas.
being just such a gem.
Oh, thank you so much.
In a room full of miserable people, sometimes we need that gem, and you are that.
One day you're going to realize I keep this whole thing together. If you haven't realized that yet.
Envy, throw something to him.
One day you're going to realize I'm the glue that keeps this whole thing together.
Now, if y'all look
That's a goddamn lie.
That's why I moved on. I learned something from you today.
He's meanie.
We move on.
Okay.
Y'all looking for last minute Christmas shopping things, New Year shopping things, just anything.
Why would you throw this out there right now?
BrownGirlGrinding.com. Do it. Come into the new year with some great merch. Charlotte, you all right over there?
Why are you? I'm reading my paper.
Okay.
I'm reading my paper.
Now you know how to read.
Yes, I do.
So how can they get some of your merch?
Visit BrownGirlGrinding.com. Visit BrownGirlGrinding.com and click shop all, and all of our merch is listed there, so you can shop for the holidays, you can shop after the holidays with your Christmas money, all that good stuff.
You ain't got no discount code? Code Dirty Delaware?
We do it. No. Nothing? No, we have free shipping, and for all the listeners, if you use the code ThankYou10, it'll give you a discount.
Thank you,
a little Christmas gift.
That's what you say, Thank You 10?
Thank You 10 on the website or checkout.
See, that's good.
All right. Well, when we come back, we got the positive note. It's the Breakfast Club. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. You guys have
I walk away because I learned mine. I'd rather adjust my life to your absence than adjust my boundaries to accommodate your disrespect. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?